Well, guys, I think it's gonna be one of those days again. I get to the tiny house, I bust butt, and I get nowhere. So, since the plans have changed, because it's a nightmare trying to fish anything up in that ceiling now, because remember, it's not a flat surface up there. There's hills and valleys, so with the studs going across, when you fish a wire, it wants to dig into the stud, then you want to jump over. It's impossible to feed. So, my next plan was just run it across the edge, the corner of the ceiling, all the way over here. Yeah, that's great, except I don't have any fasteners to hold the wire up to the ceiling. So that's just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful right now. Yeah. So, the only thing I can think of is if I just run the wire from the turbine over here and just lay it on the floor, and then I'm going to have to order fasteners for the wall to hang this thing up. How ridiculous is that? Can't get anything done, especially in this pandemic crap, because nobody's got anything and it's complete trash. So, alright guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try that. I'm going to move the MPPT over here, get some more stuff ready, and then I'll be back. Back again. I'm getting closer. Really close actually. But what I gotta do is shut the solar off and shut off as many things as I can, because we're gonna be connecting some wires. A lot of wires actually. Before I keep going, I just want to make sure I have the right actual wire and I didn't screw up. Yeah, this is it. Okay, so this is a positive wire I made up, fairly heavy gauge, and the other wire right here is the negative that's fairly heavy gauge. So first, we're going to put some terminals on these things, and these will be connected at the lithium batteries. And what I'm actually doing, guys, if you don't know, is I'm trying to take my wind turbine at the off-grid tiny house and utilize it fully. So my lithium iron phosphate batteries, oh, that didn't work. We're actually get a decent charge here. Kind of stunned that. There we go, that's better. I'm going to tape that too, because that's just nasty, if you ask me. We're going to utilize my wind turbine as much as possible to help out my lithium iron phosphate batteries, because they seem to struggle, like all off-grid setups, during horrible runs of bad weather, which I just experienced 3 days of non-stop rain at the off-grid tiny house. I got about 200 gallons of water out of the deal, but sure didn't help my stress tests on my 120 volt refrigerator that I was trying to test out. And yeah, I got 24 hours out of it, but when the days are so dark, my batteries were not able to keep up However, the wind turbine that day was. So I said, what am I doing here? I got to get that thing over here connected to help top up batteries. Now, the only issue with that is I've never seen it done before because lithium iron phosphates are fairly new technology, and they have to be carefully programmed to feed so they don't, when you feed them power, you got to carefully go by their specs or you'll have nightmares, and we don't want to go there. So this terminal right here, guys, I don't know if you can see it very well. Let me move the light. This terminal right here is right now feeding the MPPT negative connection. So I need to take my negative connector right here and hook it on here. First, I'm going to shut off the MPPT, and we're going to hook this guy up onto this terminal. Now, I shouldn't get any sparky because I put another switch up there, which is always a good thing. Guys, put switches in everywhere for service because you will be doing service on these things. God. You know what? Battery manufacturers really need to do something about the poles. And I've mentioned this and complained about this before. Not tall enough. Ever. Ever, ever. Let me see if I can get this in with pressure. Nope. Not gonna happen. Okay. I need to adjust this bad boy right now. And it's not gonna be fun because I wasn't prepared for that. I'm gonna try this and hopefully don't get fried. I'm extending the pole a little bit via the terminal here. Hopefully it has enough catch now for the top piece, if I'm lucky. If not, we're going to have more issues. And it looks like we are. Ah, wonderful, 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 wonderful. Not wonderful at all. Okay. Let's do that one more time. See if I can raise up the connector. I can't go too far because it's a limited amount of space going on here, guys. I just need a couple threads to get in here and then Paul will be happy, but sure as hell is being annoying. I'll tell you what. Let's try it this way. Not that it should matter. God damn this thing. Alright, I'm getting fucking pissed now. I'm gonna see if I can go up a little bit more, but I doubt it. Might have to take that washer out of there. There's one more little turn. Come on. Really? Pathetic. The struggle is real, guys. I'm telling you what. The struggle is real. There's a little bit more. Don't tell me I gotta pull this off to get the washer out of there. Shit. They give you a washer at the very bottom of this thing. And it looks like I need to remove it. And that may be a bitch. God damn this thing. I don't want to do it with my fingers because it could be a fucking nightmare. Where are my gloves when I need them? Okay, washer's off. Let's see if that helps me out. This is not fun, guys, I'll tell you what. Manufacturers, if you're watching, make the poles about 2 inches tall. That'd be great. Thanks. We're good, guys. I got it in. Now, I'm going to have to do the same thing, but back here, and you won't be able to see anything that I'm doing. So, that makes for great camera work. So, I'm basically going to have to remove that washer, do the same thing, crank it up a little bit, and go from there. So, I'm going to end the camera videoing, and I will get back to you when we're operational. So, sounds like a plan to me.